Well, hello everybody, welcome to the weekly energy. This is for the week of 25th to the 31st of December, the last week of 2023 before we go into 2024, brand new year. Pivotal time, always end of cycles, very nostalgic, and Merry Christmas for those who celebrate, and for those that don't, many blessings and happy holidays. So let's get into the energy, guys. Now, when I was pre-shuffling, I pulled out a few cards and I thought I would leave them on, just talk briefly about them. I'm going to put them back in the deck and then do an overarching oracle card at the end, just to tie up and finish off our reading. Because as you know, or if you're new here, if you are, welcome. I do a daily reading, but I also round it up with an overall energy for the week. So stay tuned at the end, guys, for that overall message. So when I was doing a pre-shuffle and tapping into the energy, this energy was really prominent. This is purification, and this is ideal for the last week of 2023. This is wrapping up things. This is purifying, decluttering. Now, this doesn't have to be literally going in your cupboards, because all of us are really busy right now. But this can be just decluttering the mind, leaving in the past what needs to be in the past, bringing in that new year with a brand new energy. And so this week it could see that the things come into a culmination. But look at that beautiful sunflower. It's all about blessings. It's all about that new beginning, that summer energy, that bright new beginning. So I was really drawn to that. Now, the other cards either side of it were inner peace. So these all things want to clear out your mind to bring some inner peace. We don't want to be carrying the past into 2024, into a brand new year. Although you can if you want to, and you're going round and round in the same cycle. But we have an opportunity at this last week of the year to bring in some kind of inner peace to situations, to yourself. What have you learned? How have you grown? Because that ultimately is going to bring in this. Look at this. This is the peach. This is fulfillment. Look at that big full moon there now. This week is going to be powerful for many, many reasons. We have so much going on in the astrology. We have a full moon on Boxing Day, the 26th of December, in the sign of Cancer, which is about home, children, family, inner child, womb, mother energy, mother line, ancestral lineage. This is who we feel safe with, our tribe. We've been doing a lot of work on that through 2023, figuring out who we are and who are our tribe and what we need to release, what relationships make us feel good enough, worthy. But remember that relationship starts with self. So this is inner fulfillment. This is inner peace. And this might be that purification that you need to do just to set your mind free from some old limiting beliefs you have about yourself. So big energy. And also on December the 26th, we have Chiron, the wounded healer. It's in retrograde, and it's been in there since July. It's going forward. So that means you've learned something in the last 6 months about your self-identity. Chiron is that healing wounds that we don't like about ourselves. It's in the sign of Aries, which is about I am. It's who your identity, how you're seen in the world, but also the relationship you have with yourself. So big energies this week, guys. So try and fit in some kind of self-care, meditation, getting out for walks if it's just getting a little bit too much. And that purification can also mean about our purifying our diet. I know that's a crazy time to be saying that, but it's just be mindful, trying to get that balance, putting more water in your diet, putting more healthier, lighter meals in your diet. And in between the abundance, I'm not being the party pooper and saying you have to not eat and drink and be merry. Oh, forgiveness has just come up there, guys. It wanted me to look, and blessings. Look at so this for me is saying wrap up situations and forgive the situation, because that's going to bring in some blessings. Look at the learning from a particular cycle. Okay, guys. So I'm going to pull the overarching energy, and I'm going to come back to this at the end. And then I'm going to go into the days, using my intuition, using a little bit of the astrology, and using tarot and oracle. Let's see what the overarching energy is this week, last week of December 2023. What do we have? Pleasure. Now, isn't that a nice card to see? Pleasure. So when I'm looking at this, you've got animals, you've got nature, You've got the stars, you've got the moon, and you've got gateway. That's really drawn to me. I'm just popping my glasses on. There's a gateway here, a portal. Now, if you look at this card, the portal looks like it's an ancient ruin, and it's got lots of moss, overgrown weeds on it. So this looks like an ancient portal. Bear with me while I'm getting into this. So this feels like this hasn't... There's something this week that you can step through that you have never stepped through before. You can step through and break through something, a cycle, a pattern, a lesson, a blessing that you've never done. It's saying step out your comfort zone with this energy. This is ancient energy, so it's either something it's wanted you to step through for so long. Maybe it's some of you, this is going to be deep. This is going to be a soul lesson. It wants you to step through it. It's the path of the unknown. Now, before I finish this reading, I might read from the book just to get a bigger meaning on that, but that's the energy I'm feeling. There's a portal here this week that you can step through that will lead you into a more pleasurable experience of life. Wow. Let's go into my energy oracle that I'll clarify with a tarot individual day. So we're going to start with Monday the 25th. What do we have Monday the 25th? Merry Christmas to those that celebrate. Yin Yang 22, Master Builder number. This is about getting the balance. There's something that you are creating or needing to create on Christmas Day, the 25th of December, for those that don't celebrate. There's some kind of balance wants to come in. The yin, the yang, the masculine, the feminine, that you have been building upon throughout 2023 and beyond. This is how you have grown. This is what you are building your foundation on. 22 is the numerology here. Now bear with me, guys. For some reason it wants me to go into the numerology. Let me just add up the days. So I add up the 25/12/2023. So we have 17. It adds up to 17. But I round that up to number 8. That's the infinity symbol. It's the power. We have the power to bring some kind of balance to a situation, to your world. On Monday the 25th. Wow. Let's go into my tarot now and just ask to give us more information on this yin yang. Monday the 25th, what do we have? Monday the 25th, what do we have? Queen of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. So the Queen, don't get caught up in gender. This is just a feminine energy whereby it's how we receive money, how we receive material things. This could be health. It's all about give and take. But she's mastered something. And whatever she's achieved, she's willing to give in equal balance. And this is what I feel she's learned in 2023, is putting boundaries in place, gaining respect, internal respect from your inner masculine and your inner feminine, knowing what relationships give you and knowing where people are taking and not giving you that in reciprocation. Who's taking your energy? Who's wanting you to grow? The Queen of Pentacles is earth. She wants to grow beautiful things. She's material. She's touchy-feely. She's matter. And this is where you've got the balance. This is where you've had to drop some burdens. And this is where your foundation is starting to grow. And something's coming in on Monday, whereby you're needing to go into this receptive feminine energy, knowing your worth, knowing your value, and looking at something in a different light. We're in Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. So Capricorn's very good at eliminating things that are just taking too much time, effort, or money, that are not reciprocated, that are not helping you grow. So, for instance, it could be that you have this Christmas sat down and realised, Christmas Day has come and gone and I'm absolutely exhausted. And every year I do the same thing. And now I'm worrying. You might be worrying about things because the day is gone. And some of you, it might be finances. It might be what's next. It might be what I'm growing next. Let's pull another card for Monday. And you're saying to yourself, you know what? I no longer want this. Next year is going to be different. I'm bringing in relationships, people, places and situations that are more balanced. Yeah, something from the past. This is the Five of Cups, which is Mars in Scorpio. There's something that you are needing to leave behind from the past that's wanting you to bring in some kind of balance on Monday, the 25th. Remember, the overarching energy is pleasure. And remember, I'm coming back to this at the end to give you a bigger message to tie all this energy up. Let's see what we have for Boxing Day. This is the full moon. Full moon in Cancer. Victory. Beautiful. I like that energy. This, for me, is Venusian energy. This is the finer things in life. Victorious. By ending out a cycle. 2 and 8 on this card is 10. 10s are about completions. And it could be that some of you have learned, and the day previous, there might be something where you've left it in the past. It might be to do with family-orientated time. Remember where the full moon is, it's in Cancer, home, children, family. There might be something from the past you've left behind. You've made peace with it. You've decluttered, you've purified. And that brings in the victory on Boxing Day. What else do we have with the tarot for that? There you go. This is the Six of Pentacles. As you can see, he's got scales in one hand and he's got coins in the other. And he's given to one beggar but not the other. Again, this is going back to that unreciprocated energy. Where have you been given your time, your love, your efforts, and they're not being reciprocated? This is where you're having the victory. Now, this is the moon in Taurus energy. All tarots are linked to astrology. I will bring in the astrology with my tarot. And the moon in Taurus is teaching us about self-worth and value. And Taurus is ruled by Venus. So this is where you have done some kind of balance to all kinds of relationships. Equal give and take. Beautiful energy on Boxing Day. Let me pull a card for the full moon. I pull a tarot for the full moon in Cancer. Now, Cancer is a watery energy, so that would be represented by cups in tarot. So let's just see where the emotions are going on Tuesday. Not Tuesday. Yes, it is Tuesday, isn't it? Of course it is. Tuesday, Boxing Day. Where's this full moon energy being illuminated? Some old, immature thoughts, possibly from childhood. This is a gossipy energy also. Messages coming in. Some information might come in on Boxing Day. These might be your own thoughts and feelings. Something mental is coming in on Tuesday with this full moon. It's coming in quick. Oh wow, look at this. I need to show you these. So we have the Knight of Swords, which again is communication coming in quick. We have the Queen of Cups, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. And we have the Ace of Cups. So there's that emotion. Something to do with how you receive love on Tuesday with this full moon. You're moving away from something. It's bringing in a new beginning. To do with deception of the mind. Again, this could be to do with how you deceive yourself or how it's being portrayed externally in relationships. Remember, we're bringing in pleasure this week. We're making room for pleasure. Wednesday, what do we have? Envy. This has been coming up a lot. Envy is a double-edged sword. I feel we are all born with enviousness. Why? Because we are all unhealed. We are all here on this journey, in my opinion, to heal. For things to come into our world that we haven't got, so we can transform it and bring in the abundance internally. Remember, it starts with self. Fill your own cup first. Be self-love, be self-gratitude, be open to receive that divine feminine. And this is what it's teaching you. So we're all wanting something, whether this is enviousness of somebody having, I don't know, more time to do workouts, to clean the house, more time to themselves, to go on holiday, whatever that might be. It doesn't have to be the usual things, big house, big cars, although it can be. Envious of relationships, because we're still in that Cancerian energy, home, children, family. Envious of a happy family. Wednesday, the 27th, brings in envy. There's a double-edged sword to envy, and I call it inspiration. We can use this two ways. It's when people are envious and they resent you for having it. Or you can think, you know what, good for them. They've worked hard to get that. And I want that too. And I'm going to strive to be like them. To do the first step and to do the inner work. Because it all starts with the internal job of figuring out where this lack comes from or fear. Wednesday, what do we have in the tarot? The Hanged Man. This is Neptune energy. This is illusions. This is what you've been put on the tree of life to figure out. So by Wednesday, there's something coming in that's making you feel a little bit envious. That might be triggering you. And there's opportunity to gain some enlightenment on Wednesday. What else do we have for that Wednesday? It's coming in quick. This is the 8 of Wands. Remember the energy of the number 8, the power. Could be communication coming in. But these, you don't know where these are going. These wands are flying through the air. Could be messages, could be new manifestations coming in, but they haven't hit ground yet. And it could be that you are in this form of envy and lack because you think you're not worthy of the happiness, the joy, the fun, whatever it is that you need in your life that you're lacking. It wants to ground into your reality. The abundance that is there, the happiness is there. We just have to transform it. And this is where you're gaining some enlightenment on Wednesday. Thursday, what do we have? Walking away. 2 and 7 on the card is 9. Nearer completion. There's something where you are about to walk away from, whether that's old thoughts, patterns, behaviours, attachments, situations, but you keep looking back. And I'm getting that feeling, I'm going back to this card here. There's a portal there that you've never gone through before, and you have an opportunity to walk through that to pleasure, but there might be some familiarity holding you back, keeping you back from this pleasure. And remember, it always starts with self. Walking away on Thursday, what's the tarot to go with this? Here's the Page of Pentacles. Now, I always associate the pages with immature energy, possibly childhood. So there might be something to do with your worth and your value on this earth, whereby you feel as if you're not good enough. So going back to that pleasure, that abundance of joy, happiness, whatever you want to manifest, you might just be holding yourself back. On Thursday, another card for Thursday. Here's number 8 again. 8 of Cups, walking away. This is Saturn in Pisces energy. Saturn is currently in Pisces. Now, I'm going to home in on the energy of Saturn. Saturn rules Capricorn. This is the big cycle that we've been in for the last 15 years. It's coming to a head the back end of January, 24th I think it is. It's shifting out of Capricorn into Aquarius. So the energy always ramps up when we're nearing a completion of a big planetary cycle. So this is where the purification's coming in. Walking away from some old, immature thoughts that no longer serve you. Immature patterns, anything that you could be addicted to. And I don't mean that in a drug, alcoholic kind of way, although it could. But this is about addictive thoughts, addictive behaviour, addictive practices. It's time now to look at what it's taught you in your emotions and what you are lacking. There's that cup that's missing. This is the Eight of Cups, and you can see there's a gap there. And this man's wearing a red cloak, which is the root chakra. It's a masculine energy. It's your foundation. This could be possibly some insecurities from childhood or down the ancestral line, or something where you think you are not worthy, and you're in search of that ninth cup. But you've got to believe that you're worthy of it, that you're worthy of this. And I feel like he's walking through that portal. He's never been there before, so it takes courage to do something different. But he's doing it, and it's emotionally satisfying. Friday, what do we have? Financial constraints. He's that worth and value energy. So this is a door opening up, and it's lack. There's nothing in it. The cupboards are bare. And I'm going back to childhood again, to what your relationship was like to money. What was your parents' relationship like to money? Because that's a good indicator of what their relationship was like to their worth and their value. Were they always robbing Peter to pay Paul? Was money bountiful? And I'm guessing, especially for my era, I was born in the 70s, and it wasn't abundant. We were born in lack. So we've carried that energy from our parents and our grandparents and ancestors, and so it goes, of lack of self-worth and value. 1 and 3 on this card is 4, adds up to 4. 4 is about stability in our masculine areas of our life. Again, going back to that worth and value. What tarot comes with this? This is where you're ending out a cycle. He's Saturn again. The world in tarot is ruled by Saturn. Ending a cycle. Complete, done, not serving you anymore in this financial lack. In this self-worth lack. Love that energy. Beautiful energy. Bringing in this pleasure. Remember, do the work this week and you're going to get some kind of big rewards. This is karmic rewards here, guys. Saturday, what do we have? Throat chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Communication coming in. I do believe this came up last week too. Messages coming in. We're in that Mercury retrograde, remember. So just be mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful of your communication, because things can be misinterpreted in a Mercury retrograde. Mercury is about communication. And this is saying 5th chakra. Speaking your truth. Let's see what tarot goes with that. High Priestess, trusting your intuition, working with the light and the dark, the shadow self. I'm drawn to the pomegranates on this energy, and this is like abundance. This is having everything she needs, but just trusting. The moon energy. The moon is feminine. Whether man or woman, we all have them within. So on Saturday, if you do have any communication coming in, it could be from your higher self. Pay attention. Sit with it. Meditate if that's your thing. Go out in nature. Listen to what your mind and your heart are speaking to each other. I'm going to pull another one for that one. Temperance. There's some healing to be done. Saturday. There's some healing to be done, guys. But this is alchemizing your emotions. This is Sagittarius energy. This is the horse, half man, half horse with the arrow, focusing what it is that he wants. Getting back on the right path. Getting back on this path here. Through that pleasurable gate. Okay, we now have the last day. The last day of 2023. What do we have? A woman holding a coin. There she is. It's your masculine, how you receive. How you receive money. How you receive your worth, your value. Highly intuitive. 4 and 6 on this card about balance. I'm liking that energy for New Year's Eve. I'm loving that energy, in fact. Let's see what tarot goes with that. Taking a leap of faith. Beautiful. This is Aries energy. This is the Fool. It's in tarot. It is Uranus. It's expect the unexpected. Do something different. End out the year and think, you know what? I'm leaving the past behind and I'm bringing in a new me because I'm worth it. Beautiful energy. Another card, please. Yeah, rest the mind. You can see on this card that this man, this knight, he's been to battle. He's hung up his heartache, grief, loss and sorrow, and now he's laying to rest. But he's protected with that sword underneath him. And his mind is stable. 4 is about stability. There's blessings coming in 2024 if you allow them in. 2024 is a 8 universal year. If you add up the two, 2024 adds up to 8. 8 is that balanced energy, that infinity symbol, the power. And remember, we started that day on the 25th and I was drawn to that number 8. So this is significant, that infinity symbol, how we can transform old situations into new. And let's see now what the overarching energy is. Before I do, guys, I would like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And bringing in 2024, may it bring you many blessings of love, of happiness and joy. And if you would do for me is subscribe to my channel, where I will continue through 2024 on our journey through this portal into enlightenment, into pleasure. I'm going to leave now, guys, with the meaning of this card. So I'll leave that there whilst I read from the book, which is Denise Lynn, Sacred Destiny. And let's see what the pleasure has to say. This says, the luscious meadow. Meadows are usually open, sunny places where flora and fauna can thrive and flourish. They are havens. They have trees surrounding them, protection and shade from the grass on the grassy area from the powerful sun. Traditionally, they are associated with openness, gentle calm and relaxation. They are places where the weary traveller can stop and rest to renew his spirit. A meadow is a place where people as well as animals gather to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. This card comes to you and it's asking you to savour your life, each and every part of it. Take pleasure in slowing down and experiencing each of your senses. Taste your food with full gusto. Inhale a sense of the world around you. Enjoy the colours and the textures of your life. This is truly a stop and smell the roses kind of card. Embrace your sensuality. Move in a languid way. Let pleasure be your password into every intimate part of your life. Allow your life to be less about being productive and more about enjoying each moment with verve. A radiant energy will flow through you in all directions of your life. And this is probably something that's unknown to you guys, like I was feeling with that portal. It's something unexperienced, but we can experience pleasure in every day of our life. Okay, guys, I'll see you in 2024. Happy New Year.